Hello, hello, hello. The truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God. So the question is, how do I become more outgoing and open? The answer to the question is quite interesting because the reason we're not that outgoing and open is because we fear. And so basically, the brain has two modes. It has the toward, and it's more the heart. The brain is more an understanding machine, but the emotional kind of, we have attraction and we have retraction. So if I say to you, there's a beautiful garden, so you're attracted, you want to see it. And I say there are a couple of landmines in the garden, so you're afraid. So there might be a part of you that wants to see it and another part of you that doesn't want to go there. So the fear is going to hold you back. The attraction is going to make you go. Now, we all by nature were social creatures. Some people say, I'm an introvert. I don't really believe there's such a thing as an introvert. I think that it means that we're afraid of people. And according to a psychologist, who researched fear his whole life, he says there are two things that really stress us out. One is things. Some people have a phobia of a snake, of a spider, of a this, of a that. The other is actually people. 5%. This is in America, which is quite an open society. Japan is probably 1,000 times worse, but 5% of Americans have people phobia. I actually went through a period of that, and it's a very real thing. You see a person, you become tense, and it usually relates to the fact that you were bullied, you were criticized, and the brain sees danger. So, first of all, it depends where you are. If you're in an environment where you're subjected to this danger all the time, which could be just being shamed, so it's only natural to not be open. On the flip side, if you're in a better environment, then what you want to do is you want to overcome your past fear. The way you do that is through basically one thing, and that is you have to see the good and the bad, because the past is perceived as bad. And if you can change that around and see it as good, you have to choose, oh, well, that was good because of this, and that was good. So suddenly the brain thinks, oh, actually, or maybe the heart thinks, wow, we're living in a wonderful world. People are nice. And so a lot of times it takes a while to feel safe. And once you feel safe, then by nature you'll be open. By nature you'll be outgoing. At the same time, it pays to be, I think it's almost obvious, it actually works out quite well because when we're young, we're open towards everyone. And because we're open towards everyone, we may be less judgmental, but we may also be naive and we may be taken advantage of. So once we go through a state of fear and anxiety, fear basically focuses us. And usually focuses us to what's wrong. So now we're much more aware of the problems of life. But finally, now that you're open and choose to be open and loving and try to make friendship, which is really the goal of life and what we really strive for and need, so the question is a valid question, but you do so with a more discerning eye. Good luck, you can do it.